I'd like to call to order the city council meeting for Monday, August 4th, 2025. Could you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Perform roll call at this time. Councilor Benson?
Present.
Councilor Peterson?
Present.
Councilor Johnson?
Present.
Councilor DeWall?
Present.
Mayor Ward's also in attendance. Please have the minutes reflect all others in attendance, including Administrator Rich, Attorney Verta, and Administrative Assistant Mizuko. Looking for a motion to approve the pre-agenda meeting minutes from Monday, July 21st, 2025.
So moved.
Councilor Peterson made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilor Johnson. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Looking for a motion to approve the minutes from the city council meeting on Monday, July 21st, 2025.
So moved.
Councilor Benson made the motion. Is there a second? I'll second that. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Looking for a motion to approve tonight's agenda. Before making that motion, I'd like to add 3D payroll report. And with that addition, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Coun- Councilor Benson made the motion, seconded by Councilor DeWall. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Brings us to comments and suggestions from the citizens present or watching from home. The public comment suggestion period of the meeting is when the city council offers a time for everyone in attendance or watching from home to address city council. Once we move on from the public comment suggestion period of the meeting, members of the public will no longer be allowed to address the council unless the mayor acknowledges you. As a general rule, the council will listen to all comments but are not required to comment on or respond to any comments made by speakers. If you'd like to address city council during the public comment and suggestion period of the meeting, please come forward to the podium or dial 218-628-6268. Before you begin, please state your name and address for the meeting minutes. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. Anyone addressing the city council will be prohibited from using obscene, profane, or threatening language or boisterous conduct that disrupts the meeting or the security of the public. Is there anyone at this time that is interested in participating in the public comment suggestion period of the meeting? If so, please come forward to the podium or dial 218-628-6268, and we'll give that about a minute. Hearing none, we'll move on. Looking for a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda. Before making that motion, I would like to pull 5C. And with that, we'll entertain a motion. I'll go ahead and make that motion if there's a second.
Support.
Support by Councilor DeWall. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. That will bring us to 5C, council member absence and attendance policy. So this was put under unfinished business a couple meetings ago, I believe. We passed a new attendance, city council member attendance absence policy. After the attorneys looked at it a little further, they did find Minnesota State Statute 43A.17 subdivision 10, which talks about absence from official duties because of vacation or sickness. I would like to just put a sentence on the new policy regarding Minnesota State Statute 43A.17 subdivision 10 to reflect that policy. And I'll make that a motion if there's a second.
Second.
Second by Councilor Peterson. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Brings us to 6A, Resolution 23-25, Attendance and Accommodation for Religious and Cultural Observances. Counselor Benson.
Thank you very much. The resolution was generated because I had a question, and I think the attorney addressed yourself, Mr. Mayor, and the administrator. I didn't know, so I came up with this resolution just to, not so much for this council or for myself, but in the future, doing a reasonable accommodation for folks who have religious or cultural observances, that they would not be docked under the revised code.
Thank you. And I'll start the conversation. I guess during our pre-agenda meeting, there was good conversation, good dialogue on this resolution. Administrator Rich did bring up the fact that before the start of every year, we do get a meeting schedule. And for the purpose of not excluding religious or cultural holidays, but there are so many of them, Councilor Benson, I think you said there were 26 New Year's.
That's correct.
Holidays. So I think it would be beneficial if we just address those holidays during the approval of our meeting schedule, so we can accommodate a counselor that may have a conflict with that. And I guess that would be my recommendation as far as cultural and religious holidays or observances, just to address them yearly on the meeting schedule. But I'll open the floor for discussion with council. Councilor Benson.
And I think that would be a reasonable accommodation. And a simple solution.
Thank you. So with resolution 23-25, Counselor, are we just gonna pull that and go forward with discussion yearly?
Yeah, I don't think we need any action on that.
Thank you.
And as long as, at the first meeting, when we set the calendar for the council, I think that would work.
Thank you. Council in favor of that? Yeah, no other discussion? Hearing none. We'll move on to 6B, Resolution 24-25, granting conditional use permit. So in your packet is a conditional use permit. Resolution 24-25, just looking for a motion to approve the conditional use permit. I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 24-25. Is there a second? Hearing none. Motion fails for lack of support. Move on to, Councilor Benson.
Was this a recommendation from planning and zoning, or?
All conditional use permits, conditional use come to you from planning and zoning.
And in the recommendation, did they give reasons why? I don't recall. Why this should be approved?
Storage units like this are allowed in our code under conditions. So the conditions that they set forth are in the resolution.
Well, with that, I would go back and second that motion.
You can create a new motion, Councilor Benson, if you would prefer.
Oh.
Mine failed, so.
I will move the granting of the resolution.
Councilor Benson made a motion to approve Resolution 24-25. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilor Johnson. Any further discussion? I just wanted it, again, this fence company did perform work prior to letting the city know. The city did handle that, and it is now being looked at by the MPCA. So I think the city did their due diligence on the work being performed prior to their permits getting granted. So that was my concern with it, but if it's being discussed at a different level, that's okay with me. Councilor Benson.
And, thank you, Mr. Mayor. So what is the MPCA looking into?
I just heard that prior to this meeting, so
Okay.
Administrator Rich may be able to answer that.
Okay. So whenever an acre or more of land is disturbed of building, and it can be accumulative, so they could disturb a half an acre one year and another half acre the next year, they have to have a stormwater protection plan. The site is quite messy, and so now at this point, the MPCA would be wanting, they had to get a permit from MPCA, they have to follow all stormwater protection plan requirements from MPCA.
And if I had known that earlier, perhaps I wouldn't have made that motion. But,
I don't feel that this conditional use affects their stormwater. I don't think that would be grounds for denying a conditional use.
okay.
So your recommendation, or the city's recommendation
Planning
is
and zoning recommendation is for the conditional use permit.
to do it? Okay.
And they obviously were aware of all the other issues prior to, okay.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Brings us to 6C, Resolution 25-25, granting a conditional use permit. Again, in your packets, another conditional use permit. Looking for a motion to approve Resolution 25-25. And again, I believe, to Councilor Benson's last question, this again was approved by Planning and Zoning. And all the findings in this resolution and the decisions were from their meeting. So they set the conditional use as you see in front of you.
So moved.
Councilor Peterson made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilor DeWall. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Brings us to 6D, Legislative Agenda. Councilor Benson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Legislative items on the agenda memo were from last year's discussions. Many of them, I believe, are still relevant. Not to take any action this evening, but certainly encourage the council to look at these items, see if they're still relevant, come up with our own, and try to get them on the agenda and to Administrator Rich before the legislature starts, because the deadlines are coming up, and they're coming up quick.
Thank you, Councilor, for putting that together. Any discussion on that?
Is it a big list? Can you go through it for us and remind us?
I could do very quickly. The Willard Munger Trail Spur, infrastructure bonding, state helps with, trying to get the state to help with cities with bridges and viaducts, because a lot of them are being turned back to the cities. Local government aid, that's always an issue. Bonding, city audits, and economic development, job creation. We've been talking about that with the police department. And then the Journalism Preservation Act, which will help small community newspapers survive. I think there's something now going through the legislature at the last session, and there'll probably be another one, but it's always nice to have small cities involved with the help of the League of Minnesota Cities and the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Hearing none. We'll move on to members' concerns. Councilor Peterson.
Well, I might steal your thunder a little bit, but looking forward to 50th anniversary of Hoghead coming up. It's like a religious holiday in itself in Proctor. I want to throw girls' swimming season starts in a week, and they're always looking for new girls to join the swim team. So you can sign up online. And I want to congratulate a few Proctor baseball teams, Proctor Black Majors AA champs, Proctor Black Modified AA second place, Proctor 2 Majors A second place, and then Chick-fil-A Minors champions. So
Nice.
it's always nice to see our youth taking some top spots. That's all.
Awesome, thank you. Counselor DeWall.
I was going to bring up national, but you can bring that up.
Sounds good. Counselor Johnson.
I'll let you bring up the national.
Sounds good. You guys read my mind. Counselor Benson.
I will take the opportunity to keep my mouth shut.
Thank you. Yeah, so National Night Out is tomorrow. Proctor Police will be hosting an event here at City Hall from 5 to 8, and the fire department will be hosting an event at the fire hall from 4:30 to 7. Lots of food, treats, kids giveaways, and demonstrations at each event. So please show up if you can. It's always a good time. There's also going to be a car show and swap meet at the Aspire Sports and Event Center on Sunday, August 10th from 9 to 3. So that went last year. I know Counselor Peterson had a car in there, so it was a neat event they had. And City Administrator Rich and I have a meeting scheduled for Monday, August 11th with the City of Duluth, Rice Lake, and Hermantown to discuss regional opportunities. And then one other thing, and Attorney Hank is not here, but where's that blight ordinance at? I've been being questioned on.
I was unable to get an update on that, sorry.
Okay. All right. Nope, that's all right. I just, for reference, that has to be published before it becomes active.
It's back, the attorney that's handling it is a attorney by the name of John, and he is doing updates, there were some updates that had to be done to it.
Okay.
And then I can kind of forward as well. So we're just waiting for the updates to go.
Sounds good. Am I correct in saying that too? Even though we voted and approved it, it's got to be published before it
It
becomes
has to be
active?
published before it's,
Yes.
yep.
Yeah, I'll take a
Thank you.
picture.
With that being said, look for a motion to pay the bills in the amount of $136,803.91. Go ahead, Counselor. Counselor DeWall made a motion. Is there a second? I'll second that. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Counselor DeWall made a motion to adjourn. Is there a second? I'll second that. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Thank you.